Hi everyone, I've had a few requests to demonstrate how to marble using BIG. It's quite a quick and straightforward process, but there are a few key points that are worth mentioning. Of course you can marble on any metal. In this case I'm going to use aluminium. Aluminium has advantages for marbling, chiefly because of course you don't actually have to aquatint the plate afterwards, because the open bite creates its own tooth, which is effectively the same as an aquatint. So first thing to do is to mix up some BIG with lavender oil. Now when you pour the lavender oil in, it won't initially want to mix particularly well with the BIG, so you'll have to stir it in quite well for a little while before you get the two to combine into a single liquid. So I'll just mix that together. I'd say it's about 75% lavender oil to about 25% BIG, really. That's what you're looking for. It's the same consistency as water, really, I guess. If you spread the BIG liquid over the surface of the water and it tends to want to lump, in other words, it doesn't give that characteristic marbling look, it's probably because it's still a little bit too thick. If it spreads out and looks a little bit grey and doesn't retain the black density of BIG, then you've probably thinned it down too much. Okay, I think that's about mixed in quite nicely. So now I need to put in the water into the dish. Now I don't just use water on its own, because I want to reduce the surface tension of the dish of liquid. That helps to encourage the marbling effect. If you just use water on its own, it's more difficult for the marbling to take place. So it's 50-50, so half water, half malt vinegar, that's all you need, and that helps reduce the surface temperature, surface tension, as I said, and you should end up with better results. Now you don't need a massive amount of lavender oil, just a few drops of lavender oil and BIG mix onto the surface of the vinegar, and we just give it a stir to give that characteristic marbling effect that we're looking for. You can use warm water. It generally works a little bit better with warm water actually, but just be careful that there's no steam coming from the surface of the liquid, as the steam condensing on the plate can sometimes prevent the marbling taking place as well, because you don't want a plate that's damp or in any way wet, because it does, as I say, it repels the process. Make sure of course you have degreased your plate in the normal way, as I've demonstrated before in other videos. So it's just a matter of just dropping the plate straight down onto the surface like so, and then gently rising it off, and then you have quite a nice marbling effect. Now it may be that there's only a very small area of the plate that you want to marble for an image, and of course all you need to do now is either stop out an area that's not required to be marbled before you cure it, and it goes into the copper sulfate saline solution, which obviously is what you need for the aluminium. As I said, you can use BIG in black or red. It really doesn't make any difference as far as the quantity or quality of the final product. I just tend to use the black because you can see it on the surface of the dish more readily. And that's about it really. So you cure the plate in the normal BIG style, and then you can etch the plate. Obviously the longer you etch the plate, the more dense the marbling will be. So you could even manipulate the amount of density in the standard aquatint way as well if you want. So that's it. I told you it was a very quick and straightforward process, but it can give some really fantastic results if it's used in the right way.